Okay, it's July the 3rd of 2019, and I'm still playing with the Rise Archon. That's me sitting behind the building in the shade. It was hot out there, and I'm just practicing. I'm going to be practicing return to home. I got to convince myself that that's going to actually work, and I don't know. I really don't know, but the wind was blowing just a little bit, not bad, but I want to play around with my drone a little bit. Nobody around to mess with me, and I'm in a different location. I'm away from them trees, so maybe I won't get in them trees. ain't that a joke? And I'll just hit the return to home button, and it's going to turn around and fly back to me. Except I got to turn around. This one doesn't turn around by itself. I've seen one somewhere that does. But this one doesn't. It doesn't turn around on its own and fly. It'll fly backwards back where you're at. And that's okay. And you can't really see me. I'm coming down. And there's a landing pad. And it missed. I mean, it's always going to miss a little bit unless I hip it. But that was a nice, safe landing. And I picked it up and set it back on the little pad, and away we go again. And I'm out by myself. I don't usually do that, but I decided to do it this time. And up and away we go one more time. So I'm going to be, I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's been so long. This is July the 7th now, whole 4 days. I can't remember nothing. And I guess I'm just getting up high enough to go fly a little bit. For some reason, I ain't moving. But I don't understand why I would just sit there. But that's what I'm doing. Evidently, it made sense to me at the time. There I am flying. Oh, I know what I was doing. I gathered myself together to turn the drone around so I could fly it like backwards from what Jamie flies, and I fly. And it got away from me right there for some reason and crashed right in them daggone bushes. Yeah, you knew it. And then I'm zipping along right here and going, and I don't know what happened, but I I got a little wind or something got me, and I was trying to do something that I missed, and I'm back over there in that, and I'm going backwards again, trying to get the darn thing, and I didn't really crash it right here, but I just let go of it. I stopped it, and because it got underneath that walnut tree back there, and I couldn't see where it was, and there were shadows, so that's twice I've had 2 little crashes in about, it ain't been long. It's been about 5 minutes now, about 3 minutes, and I don't have no more today. The rest of this thing is going to be boring. I'm just going to fly out there and let it go up there and hit the return to home button and come on back and everything. Might play some music here in a minute. I don't know yet. I ain't made up my mind. It was absolutely hot when I was doing this. It was just pouring off of me. I was really uncomfortable. The drugs I take make me light sensitive, sunlight sensitive, and heat sensitive, and all that stuff. Being a junkie like I am, I have a little compassion for other junkies that some of you straight people don't have. I used to be the same way. I used to wouldn't even take an aspirin for a headache or anything. But I've changed my ways now. Better living through chemistry is the way I call it. So I'll turn it around, And I have moved. Look at that. I have moved because I lost it last time, and I moved, and that's pretty good. I get it. I should have not been back kind of behind this building anyhow. You think you got a whole lot of room, and you don't really have as much as you think you do. I've been watching these people do drone videos, and they get out there, unless they're really, 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 really good, they get out in the middle of nowhere and fly. Racers and stuff like that looks like they love to go around obstacles and everything, but most of the drone people that's reviewing drones and all that mess, they get out in the middle of nowhere. And this is my little yacht lot is confined somewhat, not much. It's about a little over 100 feet wide and 300 feet deep. It's supposed to be a full acre, so I don't know exactly how they cut it up when they done it, but it's supposed to be a full acre. And it's been my home since just before my 4th birthday in 1959. And I like this drone, whereas you can mess with it just a little bit. Some of them, when you're in return to home mode, you cannot mess with them. And I like it that you can on this one. And somewhere at the end of this, I switched over to the video view that's coming from the view screen, and you can tell the difference when I do it. And I lost that blame video card, the SD card. I went to stick it back in there after I got the video off of the one that's on the view screen, and it just kept right on going in there. I don't know how I done that, but I ain't gonna take it apart just yet. I'm gonna wait a little while. I don't know, I may find somebody don't shake as bad as I do, take it back off that thing, see if I can get it out of there so it don't short out anything. I wouldn't think it would, but it could, I guess. If y'all hear any noises, it's me vaping a little bit and a darn fan blowing over yonder and the air conditioner running. This old fat boy is hot. Now it's down to 87.2, and that's still too hot for me to be out there. And I finally figured out what they're talking about when they talk about Jello. God, this camera's got Jello in it. I looked all over mine. I didn't find no Jello in mine, but I'll see what they're talking about now. It shakes like a bowl full of Jello sometimes. When you rock the drone and it doesn't have stabilization on it, good, it looks like Jello shaking. So I understand that like that right there. It's a little Jello. And that's a big old fig bush right there behind that building. That thing is over 100 years old. It's a sprig off of the fig bush the little old lady beside us had, and it sold all these lots to Daddy, and then he resold them, and that one flipped over. The wind was blowing just enough to flip that sucker over backwards, and I just walked up there and turned it over and took back off again. But that fig bush come from, she had a huge fig bush. The fig bush was, I don't know how big around, it was probably 50 feet in a diameter around, and she had that thing, and Daddy got a sprig off of it and planted it right there. And I thought I had killed it 2 or 3 times because it keeps just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I don't want it to get too big. And then we had a freeze a few years back, and I thought it died, but it didn't. It's come on back again. So, and we get good figs off of it. I don't much care for them, but the bugs, the hornets and everything does. And my cousin used to come over and get some, and a good friend of mine, I may pick her some up and take them to her because she likes them, and she's got no business out here picking them. But there I am just sitting there, and I'll turn it around. I like to land it with it facing away from it for a while because I'm still rusty as I don't know what when, with driving. That thing bounced. I'm still rusted flying the thing towards me, so I don't want to get real close to the ground and have to think hard enough about which way I'm going. And I just zipped it back up there, and there it goes. I cut out much of the boring stuff, although there's still enough of it left that's boring. I didn't have no good stories that I could tell y'all yet this time around. Well, I've got them, but I'm not in the mood to talk about them right now. But that's Jello. That's what they call Jello, I guess. Oh, I did ask my neighbor to the right of where I'm at right now, or where the camera is. asked him if it was all right if we overflew his yard a little bit. And he said it was fine. I told him not to worry about it. I would, but they had better not get naked and get on the deck no more because I would show them to the world, and they just thought that was funny. They're good people, really good people, good church-going people, not like me. And I like him. I grew up with him. Him and his wife. She don't know what to think of me. They had been neighbors since they moved out right there when I was 18 years old, and got married, moved in there when I was 18, 19, maybe, I don't remember, but she still don't know what to think of me. I don't know what to think of me either. I didn't realize how many takeoffs and landings this old boy had done that day. But it's going to be over with in a little bit. Y'all got bored. I should have not done it, but I should have cut it off a long time ago. But I was wanted to watch it, and to me, this is a confidence builder in the hardware and the drone for me, because I really like the way that thing goes and jumps up 25 feet. And I was watching a boy talk about he had a little kind of inside drone, and it wasn't very big, but it flies. He flies outside and everything. He said it's kind of return to home or whatever. And he said that thing jumped up to 25 feet in his house, and his ceilings ain't that high. He just rubbed the fire out of his ceiling and put dust all over his propeller ends and everything. And speaking of propeller ends, I bought me a new drone today. It's called a Sharper Image DX2. And I'm going to tell you right now, you talk about hard to fly. That thing has got no altitude hold. It ain't very big. Probably, it's got 2-inch props on it. And so it can't be too big. But it's got no altitude hold. It's got no hold, nothing. You better hold on. And the left joystick is not spring-loaded like that's the way model airplanes used to be. You put the throttle up, and you could just let the throttle stay where it was at because it wasn't spring-loaded. And you tool around and give it a little more throttle, a little less throttle, and just leave it where it's at. You let go of it, it just sit there. This one, you have to really ride the throttle to keep it level, and it's twitchy. It's a stunt. It's labeled stunt. I missed that word. I'm going to tell myself next time I go buy a drone, repeat after me, do not buy one that says stunt, because I'm not stuntable. But it's going to be a handful. I flew it in the house. I flew it a little bit. Sarah still has a Rage Jetpack Commander, and I never could fly that thing. I never could get it to going, and I finally got it out 2 or 3 days ago, and I said, I'm going to fix this thing, figure out how to fly it. And I did, and I got her flying it. And now this is the video off of the SD card that's in the monitor on the transmitter. It does all right, and I can probably do better than that with it, but I can't use it at all now, so I can take it apart and get the SD card back out. But this thing's got so many different frequencies that it matches up on. It may just be that that's not a good frequency for the camera and the drone to be communicating on for video. But I don't see me ever doing that. Y'all see the little numbers down in the bottom corner, and you can tell that that's recording, on a different camera. I didn't have it on the other one. And it's about to be over with here, believe it or not, people. It looks like about 13 minutes and a few seconds, and that'll be all. So y'all take care, and we'll be around sometime. Thanks for watching, and always endeavor to persevere.